Hey you guys, my name is Diana. I have a visual impairment and I also have really bad memory, so sometimes I end up repeating myself because I don't remember whether or not I said something. Now, I'm gonna try to speed through this because this is actually my third time trying to redo this video because apparently it is so long, even my third part, and because I'm just so passionate about this small little portion within my video that it takes forever. So I'm sorry that I'm talking a little too fast. so, basically, part one, part two, I mentioned how I lost my vision at a very young age. I was probably an infant toddler. I lost my right eye, which is now a prosthesis. I lost part of my left eye, or the vision in my left eye. So I'm able to still see, but I'm unable to drive, and I can't really see detail. I have really bad depth perception. So I have weak ankles now because I kept messing those up. Because I would step off curbs, I would not see little rocks or something because I did not see them there. I didn't realize how low it was, whatever. All these things happened. And then I also mentioned how I truly, wholeheartedly believe that if I had not gone through what I went through as a child, I don't think I would be where I am now. And that is what I want to explain to you guys right now. And this is where the passionate part comes because I, again, wholeheartedly believe this. I was maybe like 16 or 17. I created this little mental map that I shared with my mom, and I told her, Mom, I really believe this. And she said, if that's what you believe, go for it. And I'm like, cool. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So I'm going to start at the beginning of my map, okay? So if I had not been sick, if I had not been diagnosed with cancer, if I had not gone through what I went through, and my parents had not made that decision to move to where I currently live now, which is a lot closer to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, I would have not met some of my closest friends. I would not have met my husband, and I don't think I would have met the teacher that who played a very vital part in the rest of my life, really. Um, so, um, again, because of this visual impairment, I got to go to this high school that had a vision program. And within this vision program is where I met my husband, where I met this teacher. Now, this teacher helped me learn how to use certain devices like magnifiers and something that's called CCTV. So it's a closed captioning television. So they look like TVs, like screens, and they zoom in and out but using a camera. Anyways, so those things are amazing. I love using those things. Um, so um, I learned how to use those. I also learned how to use certain softwares. So something that's called ZoomText, something that's magnifier. So basically, ZoomText is a type of magnifier, but it's through a software. So you have to buy the software. Unlike magnifier through like Windows, that is free. It's already built in. But anyways, so I learned how to use those softwares. I learned how to use the devices because of said teacher. Now, fast forward a few years later, I was in college. I was taking care of my dad, and I decided, you know what? I think it's time for me to get a job. I had never worked before because I had, again, full-time student taking care of my dad. My dad and school were basically everything for me. And so yeah, I decided, you know what, I think it's time for me to get a job. So I applied to a whole bunch of different places near where I worked or close through the bus, like through the bus system. And I reached out to this teacher and said, hey, I'm thinking about applying for the school district for maybe a teacher's. And he's like, yes, you totally should go for it. I'm like, cool. So I did. I never got a call back. And I didn't get a call back or email or anything from any of the other companies that or businesses that I applied for. I was a little bummed. Fast forward some more time, maybe a month or so had passed, and this teacher reaches back out to me and saying, hey, are you still looking for a job? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, cool, because I want you to apply for this specific job. I have a friend who works in this office who has a coworker who is leaving and they need someone to fill her position. I want you to apply. And I'm like, I'm scared. I've never worked, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust. I'm going to go for it. Okay. So I apply for this job. I don't know. Some time passes. I get an interview. And these are the three questions. okay, that determined whether or not I got the job. And this is again why I think that everything's so connected, okay, because when they asked me if I knew what they were, or if I had ever used something that was called Zoom Text, JAWS, Magnifier, VoiceOver, TalkBack. Okay, these are all words that for those who know, for those who don't know, I'll try to get there. Basically, Zoom Text, as I mentioned previously, is the software that's the magnifier. And then you have something that's called JAWS, which is basically another software that is a screen reader, so it reads everything that's on the screen, whether it's on a computer. Well, JAWS is really only for computers, and VoiceOver and TalkBack are for phones or tablets and stuff like that. So I told them I know how to use Zoom Text. I know how to use the magnifier. I've heard of JAWS and I've heard of all these other ones. I don't actually know how to use them, but I can learn. And they're like, cool. They're like, can you find whatever on your phone? Yes. So I did so. I showed them. They're like, cool. They're like, do you know Spanish? Yes. Okay, cool. And they're like, don't tell us what it is, but if you do you have a disability? And I said, yes, I have a disability. They're like, cool, perfect. We'll let you know. And I'm like, okay. So more time passes, maybe about a week or two, and then I get a call. Hi, is this Diana? I'm like, yeah, this is Diana. They're like, hey, this is so-and-so from, this said company. And I'm like, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? And they're like, hi, we're just doing another phone interview. I'm like, okay. I had no idea what a phone interview was, but I mean, I guess it's self-explanatory. It's an interview over the phone. So I do the phone interview. At the end of the phone interview, he tells me, hey, so I just want to let you know, we're very excited to let you know that we would like you to be part of our team. And I'm like, okay, hold it in. So I'm like, thank you so much. Ends up the call. I scream my little heart out. My mom comes in, what's wrong? And I'm like, I got that job. I'm jumping up and down and I'm screaming like, ah! And so, yeah, I got the job. Now, again, okay, if I had not had my disability because I lost my vision, I would not have gotten the job that I got. I would have not gone to the school that I went to. I would have never met my husband, met the teacher who helped me get the job, okay? If I had not had my visual impairment, I would have not learned how to use said softwares or devices that helped me land the job, and that the teacher taught me, okay? And again, I would have never met my husband, and I love my husband, so I'm so happy that I met my husband. But because of my history with cancer and also taking care of my father, they helped me be able to communicate and connect with a lot of the clients that we worked with in said company on a deeper level, because I got to basically show them that I understood what they were going through, and you know what, I understand how difficult this can be. I've gone through this. Let me help you if you trust me. I know I'm young, but trust me, I have experience. And yeah, so okay, that's basically my little roadmap on why I truly honestly believe that even though I went through said situations, I am here where I am now because of said situations. You may say, well, Diana, that doesn't necessarily make sense, or something else could have happened and blah 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 blah. That's fine, but that's what I believe, okay? So my thing is this: if you take anything from this ridiculously fast talked video, is that if you are going through if you are going through a situation that may look dark and it's scary, okay, and you're scared and you're suffering, or you're going through something, you're going through an illness, you're going through a situation that you don't understand, please trust and believe that honestly there is a possibility, a very high possibility, that that is just a stepping stone to where God wants you to be, because sometimes he wants to use your past to help someone in your present or your future, okay? Because our past, they're like little medals that we get to show off and be like, hey, I went through this, I can help you because I already went through it. So anyways, you guys, I'm tired because it is, I don't know what time it is. It's late. Hold on, let me see. It is 2 something in the morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, no wonder I'm so tired. And I'm like wound up. But anyways, bye you guys.